man? We're back with On The Radar. And I know we've been trying to do this for a long time. And I feel like I say that a lot because, we got so many awesome people from the city coming on. But I got Nathaniel here.
What up, y'all? I'm finally here, baby. We made it.
Did I say that right? Because I heard somebody say Nate before, and I wasn't entirely sure.
No, Nathaniel's cool. That's the artist name, but Nate for short. Nate is like the formal
Nate
cool.
Nate is just your nickname.
Yeah,
right?
That's what it is.
So you're from Brooklyn originally, right?
Yep.
So tell me how you kind of got started in all this music and the music shit.
Well, the music, I grew up singing in church, like with my family. I come from a family of gospel singers, so they just threw me in the choir. Like I didn't have a choice. It's just what we had to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Did they ever being in a church choir? Were your parents strict on the type of music you could sing? You
know what? The strange thing is, if we wanted to do R&B stuff, it was fine in the house. They
didn't care.
They didn't say nah. It wasn't band or nothing like that.
I know that some parents would be like, nah, that ain't it.
Some is super strict.
It's kind of like some kids who have parents who sing in gospel choirs and things like that. They're like, oh,
they be ODing.
Yeah. They don't be like that.
Right. And then for me, from there, I ended up singing in choirs in junior high school, and me and my brothers, we formed a little R&B group. So we was doing local talent shows and all that.
You was a little R&B group?
Yeah.
What were y'all called?
We had different versions of it. When it was 5 of us, we called ourselves No Identity because we couldn't think of a name.
Okay.
Then we changed it to Starting 5. Then 2 members left, and it was me and my 2 brothers. And our last name is Peterson, so we called ourselves Mr. Peterson. Oh. So it's 3 of us, but we had a singular name, Mr. Peterson.
Like that.
Yeah, it was a dope concept, right?
So you've been in a bunch of different groups at this point.
Yeah.
Did the group thing the group dynamic just didn't really work?
Yeah,
for you,
it fizzled out. I think my brothers outgrew it. I was the youngest, and they kind of just we over it, and I'm the one that just kept going.
I think it's hard to do groups and stuff like that because you always see you have these boy groups, boy bands, even the girl groups and stuff like that. They'll be together for a while and then they'll eventually be this ain't. I can't really think of maybe besides the Jonas Brothers, but even them they kind of split up and came back together. I can't really think of groups that
the personalities
that
too many.
Make it all the way, what I'm saying? That kind of stay together. Well, Backstreet Boys, I guess, but they even did their own solo stuff.
That's right.
They're just continuously together their whole life.
Yeah.
I feel like that I don't know.
It's true, because the personalities clash. Something, even if it's 5 of us or 5 members, one of them is going to decide to do something where the group is going to change and it's going to be modified at some point because of the personalities and everybody outgrowing each other. So at some point, you're going to see the solo artist. You're going to see the dispersion of the whole entire group at some point.
So So are you the only one who still does music, or do they still do music too?
Well, my brother Alexis, he dabbles in it. You know what I'm saying? He don't take it as serious as I do.
It's
I'm
more
all in.
A hobby.
It's a hobby form.
So how did you kind of get started on this solo career, Pat?
Now, on a solo career, once my group, I could tell you this is a short story, but the day that I actually decided I was going to be a solo artist, I remember one brother was like, yo, I'm just done. I don't want to sing anymore. The other brother was, he said, yo, fuck this. Yeah, he the one that just knew first, yo, I'm over this. It's a wrap. The other brother's like, yeah, I'll still do it, but he just was like lazy about it. We had an event. I hit the promoter of the event. I'm like, listen, my brothers, they not going to come with me, but can I do song by myself? Because I was the primary writer anyway, so I knew all the words of every song.
Right.
She's like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate, I just want the group, but if you show up and one of the artists pull out of the show, I'll let you go on. So I ended up going to the event by myself, and then 4 artists was a no-call, no-show. So she runs to me as soon as I walk in the door, Nate, could you jump on the stage? I need you to go on now. So mind you, I never did a show by myself. It was the first time of me standing in front of a crowd, holding a mic without my brothers by my side. And I didn't even know how to even perform it, but I killed it. The crowd went crazy. They went so crazy that somebody came off from the audience and said, listen, I'm having another event tonight. I want you to come and perform tonight for me. I went and did that show too.
Nice.
I killed that. And from that day on, I said, listen, I can do this.
This is what I want to do.
Yeah, this is me. I'm good.
And I understand you don't just do music too. You're also, you have a technology degree.
That's right.
And you have your own tech company too.
That's right.
So tell me, how do you, I guess just tell me about the tech company to start.
Yeah. Well, pretty much. I've always kept a backup plan. I've always stayed in school while I was doing the music thing. So I went to City Tech. I graduated with a degree in computer information systems. And I worked on Wall Street for a little while, just dived in to try to figure out if that's a route.
Subtle flex.
Yeah, little flex. Went there with the big wigs and all that. And I studied one of the owners. I'm like, if this dude could get clients, I got to be able to get clients. So on the side, I started hustling, going into Denton's office and offering my services. And I started pulling a client base. So I quit Wall Street. I launched my own company. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me see how I could infuse this into music. So I developed my own app to stream music. So now I'm kind of merging the 2 worlds. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So what's the name of your company?
Zenith Technologies.
And you have an app now too, right?
Yes.
So what's the app? It's a music streaming platform?
Yes.
Or?
It's called the Nathaniel app. If you have iPhone or Android, you can just go to the market and search Nathaniel. It'll come up. It'll give you access to my music, my shows, photos, videos, blog, everything.
That's dope. So you created like your own little platform for
Yeah,
yourself without having
man.
to create like a website and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, I got a website too, but in case Spotify and all that, just the Spotify building blow up tomorrow, I got to have a way for you to listen to my music and stream it directly.
So do you dabble anywhere else in the tech sphere, or?
Oh yeah, my main company is an MSP.
Okay.
Like that's what I do. Like that's what brings in the money. Like I literally maintain environments. I do infrastructure. I build your office, provide security, maintain it, do the network provisions, everything. I'm just starting to branch off and do the like music side of it, and I'm also launching a digital marketing company soon too in the fall.
That's a very, very subtle flex that you.
Yeah, I just did that crazy, right?
I respect that because you know what? There's a lot of
Appreciate
people who not just like come up here, but like a lot of people in the music industry in general who are trying to be artists and all that stuff, and they don't have a backup plan. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because I feel like everything in life you got to have some type of a backup plan. Not just music. Like in any type of job, you got to like what's if you get fired tomorrow or you tomorrow you get laid off, something like that. You always got to kind of have like a backup strategy, like
That's right.
what's your next move gonna be?
That's a
and
fact.
That's very smart that you've been able to kind of like integrate that into.
Thank you.
Into your music stuff. So what's the music side gonna be of it? So you got the app. What else are you doing with the music side?
In terms of what, the technology?
Yeah, like technology. How you working that into that?
Yeah, well, pretty much. Well, I want to create a platform to where I can now develop apps for other artists as well, not just myself. So I developed my own, and now I'm opening it up to where I want artists to realize they could, through my app, you can now allow your fans to subscribe. So you could make that paper,
like
that $1 a month, $10 a month, or you could just charge them one time for the download, $5. Imagine if you have 1 million fans, they will download your app for $5. That's $5 mil off top.
So you're basically trying to create like so like hypothetically, like if an artist like Casanova, for example, if he wanted to have his own app, right? You're basically offering your service to like help create the app.
That's right.
And then you go to his app, and just like your app, it's like a one-stop shop for everything.
That's right.
Casanova related, like whether it be like music, video.
That's right.
Exclusive content, that like mixes, that type of shit, right?
And it'll be no maintenance necessary. Like once I build you your app, you got it, you take it, you maintain it, you good. You don't gotta call me back.
You can put up the music videos yourself.
Yeah, you can
like
upload it, you can manage it from an interface, from a UI in the background.
And that's dope because I think that'll open a lot of doors for artists because like you said, not everybody, the websites are cool, but like everybody's always on their phones.
That's right.
On the app, it'd be kind of cool if there was like a one-stop place for your favorite artist to kind of have like a
hub for everything.
Fans, you know what I'm saying? Have like a little chat. I know the chat room thing is very popular now too.
That's right.
I know a lot of people, especially in kind of like since I'm into like comic books and stuff like that. There's a lot of different apps where you can like join the app, and then there's different like types of like groups of people. Like if you're a Star Wars fan,
there's a community.
There's a community.
Community is big
for you to hop into. If you're a Marvel fan, same thing.
That's right.
So that'd be kind of that's a kind of like dope idea, and I think a lot of upcoming artists can benefit off of that because not everybody always has like that type of platform.
Right. That's a fact.
So
that's
you
a
started
fact.
taking
So we
music
here
seriously after you left the group, right?
Yep.
So I know you've been on like you've worked with like Swizz, you worked with Khaled. Who else am I missing? French,
Jadakiss, Styles, Fat Joe, Remy, Pap, Mano, Fred the Godson, Cass. Like it's a long list.
So
like,
I know you done like you were in a Khaled video a while ago, right? So do you just do obviously being the artist in the video and on the song, but do you also kind of like do you songwrite for people on the side?
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty much kind of how I got into the game and getting all these features. When I was an independent artist, actually I was serious about music when I was with my group, but once I went solo, I didn't know how to jump into the industry. So I approached A&Rs and producers as a writer. I didn't come to them and say, hey, I'm Nathaniel, I'm a singer. Because I really still didn't have an image yet. I didn't have like the whole thing laid out, but I always wrote. So what I would do is connect with a lot of producers like T-Minus, Hit Boy. They would send me tracks, and I would write to their tracks, and they would pitch and shot. Yeah, they would pitch it, and then eventually, a DJ Payne 1, he sent something that I wrote for him to Papoose, a record called King in the Hood. And then Papoose left me on the hook, and that changed everything because now I was.
Now you're Nathaniel.
I was the art. Right, and then it came. And from there, K Slay heard it. He pulled me in the studio, put me in a joint with Khaled. Then I ended up on a joint with French. It just all came from there.
That's sick. So who else? Are you allowed to talk about who you wrote for? Because I know for some people, like I know, like Jason Derulo won't like really say everybody he's wrote for.
Yeah, it's hard. You can't really say for everybody, but I would say like Ray J.
For the people you can talk about,
yeah.
Who say? So
Ray J, Fat Joe was on that record. Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it, some of it, most of it is like ghostwriting stuff, so you can't really always mention everything.
No,
but
that's fine. You don't.
Yeah,
gotta
you know how
mention-
that go.
I understand how it go. You sign like an NDA. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you
It's
gotta
like,
just
it's
do it
like
and
no one's ever
act
gonna
like you
ask
didn't do it.
Rihanna who wrote for her. You know.
Never.
What I'm saying? Like you know, Party Next Door wrote work.
Yeah.
And you only know that because his version leaked online. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right. That's right.
Like you only know that when other people write these records when
they leak their versions.
Yeah, you know, like what was the Drake record that leaked? There was a
10 bands, I think.
There
10
was
bands.
And then the record, he wrote the record for Baca, his security guard, who he signed to OVO.
Oh wow.
And he did, and his version leaked online too. And then you don't really realize that.
Ah, see, I didn't know that. You don't know until it leaked.
That's dope though that you've been able. You know, that's another. It's another source of
avenue.
income,
Yeah.
sort of like a backup plan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So which one do you? I mean, I'm sure you're gonna say you like being an artist more, but do you like songwriting more? Or do you like being,
You know
being
what?
an artist?
Of course, the artist because it's 2 in 1. I write all my records,
Right.
and then I get to perform the record. So you just can't beat that.
Yeah.
And to watch somebody else sing your record is dope because you're like, oh snap, he killed it. But I'm gonna be honest, I be feeling like when I lay the hooks and then somebody else re-sing it, I be like, nah, he ain't kill it. My version was better. It's weird.
I feel like you're not the only songwriter to ever say that.
We be like, I would have killed that, but I'm gonna let them live with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta appreciate the fact that they take it.
You still songwrite like to this day, right?
Yeah.
So do you have any? I don't know. Do you have any like records out right now that you've songwritten? Or do you have anything coming up?
I got some upcoming stuff. Nothing that's out on charts or anything now, but I got some dope stuff that's already laid, already
Some
recorded.
people, of course, you can't talk about.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
until it drop and the credits are
But is
on the
it
back.
big?
Hopefully,
Is it
hopefully. I mean, because the
Are they
names
from
could
New
be.
York? I always gotta ask that.
No,
Nah.
nah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
nah. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
And
that.
international, like some of the international artists too. So you got like Paris. You got some. I got something
Hey,
in
you know, I said
Germany.
I wasn't gonna talk about, it, but you know what? Since might as well fuck it.
Let's go.
Your record. What's the name of the record again?
Which one? Baila? That was number
Baila,
one.
yeah. So Baila's number 1 in Germany.
Yes, that's right.
That's weird. That's a little. It's great, but
Yeah.
it's weird. No.
Yeah, and then the funny thing is, I didn't even know. I got a picture of the chart from one of the DJs that I did a record with. Shout out to DJ Climax. That record was number 1, and then I had another record under that, number 4, called
That's
To the Top at the
insane.
same time.
Well,
It's
congratulations, because
thank you.
That's big, and you know we were talking about how like the overseas money works.
That's
and all
crazy
that.
over there,
So like
yeah.
what the DJs? I guess at their stations out in Germany, they're spinning it. Is
Oh
that how
yeah,
that
they
works?
got big stations, Big FM, Jam FM. Those are like the Hot 97 Power 105s. But the coverage area is like different, like multiple cities, and you know it's way bigger than the coverage area here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and in all the clubs, like I get clips all day. They in the clubs playing it, tagging me. Like, Nate, when you come in, so we putting together a tour to just go out there and run around and clean up in
So
Germany.
you've never been to Germany before, ever?
No. Closest to it was Barcelona,
So what's
Spain.
it feel like having like never been to a country and then your record's like number 1 over there?
Yo, it's crazy because I'm here in New York, and
Yeah.
the hardest market in the world. I'm making crazy traction, but if I put in the amount of work here that I did there, like physically, I'd probably be one of the top guys there.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, congratulations on that. And
Yo,
you also
thank
have a
you.
new record out with Cass, right?
Casanova, yeah, it's called Tear It Up.
That was dope.
Thank you.
I was playing it this morning. I really,
Oh,
I
thanks,
fuck with it heavy. It's doing well too.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So
It's
how do
played.
you link up with Cass? Well, I mean, y'all both from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. So that's the first. That's what made it easier because Casanova, he makes himself very visible. He's everywhere.
And he's very vocal about working with people from New York.
Yeah.
I've heard him say in multiple interviews. He was talking about how the whole Atlanta conversation comes up all the time about how Atlanta people support each other and all that. And
That's right.
He's been very vocal about helping other people from New York.
Yeah, good dude, man. Good dude. But funny thing is the way we linked up, I had the record done already. It's called Tear It Up. I had a DJ at this spot called La Souk. He's like, yo, Nate, I'm going to play your record tonight. So I go there, he played the record. Then he said, yo, tomorrow Casanova's coming. I said, listen, when he come, I'm going to be here, and I want you to play the record when he walks in. He's like, all right. He ain't know what I had planned. We get in there, Casanova's there. The record plays, and I run over to Casanova's section. And all his guys is like, yo, who this dude? They trying to stop me, but eventually I slipped through the cracks, and I'm like, Cass told me to tell you to get on this record. He told me to tell you to get on this remix. And he listened to me like, all right, I got you. So his manager spoke to my manager, and we put it together. And within 2 weeks, he was on the record, on
That's
the remix.
amazing.
Yeah,
Congrats, bro. That's huge.
Yo, thank you. Thank you,
So
Gabe.
you got a tour coming up. You got a new single out, right? You got a new single coming out? Or?
Yep. Yeah, the new single we gonna drop is actually called "Sticking to It." It's featuring an artist named Little Donald from Atlanta. Shouts to
Nice.
Little Donald. He's doing his thing out there.
So do you have a new project coming out soon, or?
Well, I just dropped the retro tape. That's the project that I literally just dropped. We had a crazy release party last night at the Playboy Club. Crazy one. The reason why I call it the retro tape is because I sampled all 90s records.
Right, and I noticed that you were putting some of them out on YouTube.
Yeah.
I saw a few covers that you was doing too.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I sampled some dope joints. I sampled Mass Appeal. Shout to Gangstar. I sampled Foxy Brown, Gotta Get You Home. Lucchini, This Is It, which is like a jewel, a classic that people just kind of like forget about. But I got some samples on it. It's pretty crazy, man.
That's dope. So can we expect another project from you by the end of the year?
Oh,
or
absolutely.
What you working on?
Next project is going to be called Limitless. And it's just going to have multiple.
The name and everything set, huh?
Yeah, man. And the reason why I call it Limitless because I'm going to have multiple genres. Multiple. Like it's going to be an R&B record here, probably a rap, a pop joint, EDM. It's just going to be everything that I create.
Dope. That's sick, man. Well, congratulations on everything.
Yo, thank you for this, man.
Of course. Let the people know where they can follow you at, where they can get the music.
Yes.
Where they can get the retro tape. You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
Yo, the easiest way to get me, if you have an iPhone or Android, just go into the App Store, search Nathaniel, download my app. It's a one-stop shop for everything, but my Instagram is Nathaniel Online. My website is nathanielonline.com. And if you just want to go on Google, just Google Nathaniel Brooklyn. I'll pop up.
Yes, sir. It's Nathaniel on the radar. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
My brother, thank you, Gabe.